Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. You have two messages here from Spirit that I'm going to read to you. And then, this is a piece of hair in my eye. Okay. I'm going to read to you and then we're going to get into the tarot portion of your reading, okay? So your first message is this. Is transformation, Capricorn. It says a period of deep change is occurring. And it's a picture of a butterfly, too, if you can see that. Okay, it's a butterfly. Okay, it says a period of a deep change is occurring. Release what no longer serves you to make space for growth. Let go of an old habit, belief, or a situation that is holding you back. Embrace the new with open arms, okay? Capricorn. So a lot of you, I don't know if you know anything about the moon and everything that's transpiring right now with the changes that's happening. And what is calling upon us with the year of the beginning of 2026 is a release of old identities. Let me just put it that way. Old identities, old way we've showed up in the world, old belief systems, the old way that we talk to ourselves, the old holding on to old things, saying that defines us. Those things don't define us unless we say they do. That's the only time we give it power. So it's a call for you to go through a transformation here. Some of you is going to be in your relationships, because I do see a couple here. For others of you, it's just you going through a deep transformation here. It's a call to action on that too. And I say that because the next card you have as from Spirit is elevation. Capricorn, it says elevation. You are rising to a higher state of being. A new level of consciousness is within reach. Expand your awareness through learning, meditation, or connecting with your higher wisdom. So again, it's about you changing and evolving and growing and not saying this is who you are and this is just where you've always been this way, or whatever things you've told yourself to keep you at a certain level in life or a certain being or a certain way in life. That's what you need to change, or that's what needs to change, right? Let's jump right into the tarot part of your reading. In the past here, you have the Eight of Cups. So some of you could have walked away from something or someone. Or if something could be just leaving something behind that no longer serves you here with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups talks about old emotional pain, baggage, and wounds. And you will hear me say this a lot because this comes up a lot, right? Because this is the thing that we need to transformation from, is the old way of us seeing ourselves, how we see ourselves, and the negative ways that we see ourselves, and the ways that we hold ourselves back by doing the same old things, right? It also tells you, Capricorn, for some of you, it says be mindful of emotional power plays or being passive aggressive or having a passive aggressive behavior. So that's like moodiness or coldness, Capricorn. So if you're coming off as cold or rude to maybe a loved one or friends or family or co-workers or anybody, they're telling you to be mindful of that. You are very intelligent. You're very structured, very detailed, but at the same time, and very traditional. But they want you to kind of watch that. They want you to actually walk away from that kind of behavior with the Eight of Cups here, okay? They want you to leave behind a passive-aggressive behavior and attitude. That's what you say, well, that's just how I am. See how I'm saying how you tell yourself that's who you are, which is not who you are, but that's who you tell yourself who you are, okay? It's time for you guys to take action. You got the action card and the adventure card here, and the curiosity card. So it's a big call on you, Capricorns, to go down a new path in life here and maybe do something you've never done before. It says charging forward with purpose. Express your intentions, right? So they want you to move forward with confidence and into a new direction. Don't hold yourself back saying this is just who you are and where you've been and how you do things, right? Because again, something in your foundation could be coming to an end, because you do have the Tower card here crowning your reading, Capricorn. So some things could be coming to an end, the way you've seen things, the way you've always done things, or just behaviors, or even people, places, and things could be coming to an end, right? And Spirit wants you to use your intuition to guide you while you go through that, if some of you are feeling that. Some of you also could be feeling insecure. I have the insecurity card here, and let's read it, Capricorn. It says, a lack of confidence holds you back. Jealousy and comparison may be drawing your energy, or draining your energy, should I say. So some of you could be comparing yourself to others, or feeling like you're not where you want to be, or where you should be. You may be looking at other people that you feel that you could be more intelligent than, or better at something than them, but they're doing better than you, or whatever. Some of you could just be telling yourself negative thoughts because maybe things have not turned out the way that you think they should in your life, or you're not at where you think you should be, or anything like that. But what it's telling you, that's draining you, right? It's draining your confidence, and it's really not true. Okay, that's just things you're telling yourself. And what that does is keep you stuck, Capricorn. It holds you back because you have the hoarding card. So that's like holding on to old things. You see how this person's feet are stuck on these coins, like they won't move forward. They're just staying there, holding themselves back. It says, clinging to, I'm going to read it to you, okay, Capricorn? It's called hoarding. Let me show it to you. Okay, it says hoarding. Clinging to control, possessions, or routines may be rooted in insecurity. You see, you have that twice here. It's telling you that some of you are not moving forward, or not changing, or saying this is how you are, showing up as cold or passive aggressive, saying that's just how you are. But that's holding you back. So if you feel like you're not where you want to be, or you're not getting ahead, and you think that you're smart, and you think that everything is great, and I'm not saying that in a smart way, I'm just telling you, right? It's just basically saying it's just your perception of things. It's the way you're saying things, okay? Capricorn, is not true, okay? You don't have to stay anyway. You can change anything. And it is a call for you to elevate and transform yourself here in order to get some blessings that the universe wants to give you at this time. It doesn't want you to stay stuck or holding on to old things, old routines, fearing that you'll lose control if things are not done a certain way. You'll lose control if they're not done your way because you think your way is the best way. Or if you feel like things should just be a certain way. Or worrying about where you should be and how things should be and how a person should be, right? It's telling you to kind of drop that. And here you have the Fool card, and they want you to go in a whole new direction. So a whole new way of looking at things, a whole way of being. And I know that's not easy if you've been a certain way a whole time. But here's an opportunity for that. Here's an opportunity for you to create a new identity for yourself, a new life for yourself. Okay? And leave the past and the insecurities behind with the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, again, is a card of lack. It talks about grief, loss, sadness, comparison, looking at what they had and what they lost versus, see, these two cups still remain above them, right? They still have that. Some of you still have a relationship or a partnership, or it's still a possibility for you to have that if you don't at this time. Again, if it's not about a relationship, it's just reminding you that all is not lost if you are feeling like that, if you're feeling insecure at this time, if you're feeling like things are not going your way. You're focused more on what is lost or what is over than what could still be and what you can still create here. And you could if you just take a leap of faith. Some of you could be dealing with delays that could be causing you frustrations as well. Some plans you could have made, some things you're trying to do, and things are not coming into fruition and not going the way you plan. You will get clarity around that for some of you if that is something that you are experiencing. But it says delays. Frustration may be mounting as things don't unfold as quickly or smoothly as you expected. But again, understand that things are in divine time and not our time, but God, universe, spirit time, okay? They want you to set up on a venture here. It says fiery energy and courage defines the way forward. You see, you have that twice. I mean, I think you probably think I read that twice, but these are two different cards telling you the same thing. It wants you to take action and go on a venture and try something you never done before and kind of drop the structure of saying this is just the way things should be. Or even thinking that you can't. Is some of you thinking you're not going to get something or succeed in something, or something is not going to go the way that you hope, but that's just not true. Okay, your negative thoughts are telling yourself, your doubts, your insecurities, your fear of not having control over a situation, or your fear of comparing yourself to other people or things, or even your past. Sometimes we compare ourselves to our past. Like, I remember when I used to do this. I remember when I used to do that. And you can be thinking about that so much that it keeps you trapped. But if you can get a hold of that, they're saying you will triumph, like you'll succeed, you'll be victorious here if you can get a hold of that kind of doubting or thinking negatively. If you can learn to walk, you got the Eight of Cups here twice telling you to walk away here from illusions, because illusions is where you're telling yourself if you feel like you can't achieve certain things, or feeling like things are not going your way, and then you start to feed that negative ego side of yourself, or feeling like you can't let go of something or you can't change something. They're telling you to walk away from that kind of thinking here, or that kind of behavior here. Okay, Capricorn, that's all. And take action and control and move forward, and you're able to do that. You don't have to always dib-dab in a structure. Some of you are married or in a relationship. And this is for some of the masculines. And if you are even if you're a female and you have more of a masculine presence or energy in your relationship, it's telling you this, okay? It says, but this is for the males. It says, divine masculine protects and provides. He embodies wisdom, order, and service to others, okay? But it's like this woman in this reading is staring at this authority. She's staring at this man. So this could be what you're looking for in your partnership or with your significant other. Or this is just you and how you're showing up, right? And needing to take authority here. But make sure you don't do it in a passive-aggressive way. Make sure you transform your life in a positive direction and drop the negative thought or thinking that you're not as good as you are, because you are, Capricorn. What you're experiencing right now, if you are experiencing these emotions, is a change. It's just bringing these things up to the surface in order for you to see them, so you can change them and take action on them and to start to change them. Those identities of things we told ourselves, our old structures and old thought processes with those systems, is breaking down here, and that's all that's coming up to the surface. So do not be too hard on yourself. That's just what's happening. You're going through a transformation in order for you to create something new in your life. Okay, Capricorn? That's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me.